Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Monday show, of course, where we take a deep dive into everything that's happening with the community and the real estate market in Celebration, Florida, the town that was built by Disney.
Information on celebration.
Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate. But tonight you've got me, Elijah Lewis, the prince of real estate, they call me on this show. I'm happy to fill in and give you guys the updates on all that's going on. I am a realtor in town as well as a resident of Celebration, Florida. So hopefully I can bond with you as neighbors and then maybe help you out as your agent if you have any buying or selling needs. So I guess the big news in Celebration, cool thing that happened this week. Um, did anyone go to that Christmas in July festival that they had? I mean, there were some vendors going around, people selling showing off their companies and services. There was Mr. and Mrs. Claus in a sleigh that you could take pictures with, as well as the master of ceremonies was having people serenade us with music. They had like the carolers out, and it was kind of hot that night. I think it was Saturday, and those carolers were in their full Victorian long clothes with the dresses and the fancy suits and the top hats and the bonnets and stuff. And it was way too hot to not have a t-shirt and shorts on. So that was kind of fun. And I guess Santa Claus had to wear his red suit and with all the fur around it. But that was cool. Let me know if any of you were there or had a good time. Oh, they actually, for part of the street, they made it snow, like with the fake snow. I guess they had the box set up where the snow happened, the soap that looks like snow, and it comes out and it rained down in like half the street. They did that. In the, of course, celebration for like the entire month of December has it snow nightly at like 7, 8, and 9 o'clock. And just, yeah, that's soap that looks like snow. It just comes down. So we got a little early preview of that the other night with the Christmas in July. That was really awesome. So good stuff. The town's always having fun. Also, just wanted to give a shout out, actually, to us. There was a new stand at the Celebration Farmers Market that, of course, happens every Sunday morning from 10 to 2. And yeah, this was some local residents were just having the first time to get a tent out with their small business, Frogmore and Snail Cottage Bakery. And yeah, so last Sunday was their first time that they were going to be offering a selection of their baked goods at the Celebration Farmers Market. They had some fluffy homemade marshmallows and homemade buttery caramels that were available. So that was really cool. They have some fun branding like they did. Jess was there, of course. This is she makes Jess makes these fun mascots for the property. And of course, yeah, this is a bit of the marshmallows that they had going on. And yeah, I mean, if it's still the summertime, you're going out camping, you can get a head start on your marshmallows, get your s'mores going. There's still some summer left. As you know, the heat reminds us of that every day. So yeah, just shout out to Frogmore and Snail Cottage Bakery. They got a Facebook page as well. If you want to support celebrationers and a local business and maybe try out some baked goods, reach out and see if they can hook you up with something tasty. What else is going on with the community events? I guess all of the town hall events for July are done. I guess Christmas in July was the last hurrah. Now they're kind of giving us the skinny on what's happening for August. You've got the last splash before class pool party, and that's a tongue twister. You want to say that 5 times fast. Saturday, August 8th. So I guess just a little over a week from now, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Spring Park Pool, 951 Spring Park Street. Basically, it says, time to head back to school, but before you do, let's celebrate the last days of summer. Get together with friends and neighbors with the last splash while you're still too cool for school. So they're gonna have pool games, a live DJ, giveaways, okay, and the partner program open house is a great way to check out community programs for upcoming seasons. So you do need a resident ID card to get into there. Kind of makes sense since you kind of have to always tap your resident ID card to get into the community pools anyway, to get in those gates. But yeah, that's a cool pool, cool part of town. And yeah, Chance, I love that they call Celebration the bubble, and there are so many opportunities to be social and to just meet your neighbors, get to know your friends, so that we can all wave when we walk by on the sidewalk. And then August 26th, at least, their National Popsicle Day is happening up. So that's another last summer hoorah. But actually, it can stay popsicle weather well into the fall. But 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., Celebration Parks and Pools. How do you beat the heat? An icy, delicious, complimentary popsicle. Let's honor this always popular treat that stands the test of time. So basically, from the playgrounds and picnics to sport games and barbecues, popsicles are going to be available while supplies last at the Spring Park Pool, Founders Park, Longmeadow Park, Lakeside Pool. So kind of closer to the vicinity of the neighborhoods and Celebration that are in downtown. So, okay, popsicles are, who can dislike a popsicle, right? That's fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, so basically, yeah, as we're getting into the Celebration, end of July here, a little bit of a slower news week for the community events, but I did want to, before we jump into our real estate for sale market in Celebration, Florida, I did want to also take a moment to highlight the rental market. So we have very low inventory for sale and even lower inventory for rent. And we know that, even for people just wanted to break into the entry level to rent in Celebration, maybe try out the town before you buy it. All you're interested in is a 1-bedroom home. There were only 3 1-bedroom apartments, condos that for rent in Celebration that weren't like those built on top of somebody else's garage apartment. I know those aren't everybody's favorite, especially sometimes when you've got like the laundry that's set up inside the garage of the owner, But this is a super beautiful unit. I want to highlight here in the Mirasol. That's like that part of Celebration that looks like Mediterranean resort. So that is, I just want to highlight here. Part of the reason why I'm starting the tour out here is you've got the screened in balconies. That's the one thing that the Mirasol condos have in Celebration that nobody else offers. There's lots of nice condos, but these are the ones where you can actually sit out, look at palm trees, look toward downtown. Yeah, that's real close. I mean, Mirasol is just blocks away, walking distance. Come inside, you can see you've got a beautifully renovated interior with the vinyl floors, stone countertops. They just freshly painted inside. I know renters love to hear that. So yeah, 513 Mirasol Circle with unit 203. It's on the 2nd floor in an elevator building, 1-bedroom, all on 1 floor, but a whole lot of great split space. This is like just around 1,100 square feet floor plan, got stainless steel appliances. What's cool about this unit is that it conveys with a storage unit. So you've got like a 6x6 storage closet that's off of the building, detached, where you can keep your stuff, especially if you're trying to just, like I said, try out the town for a year and see about maybe talking to us and getting a permanent residence. So yeah, let's just move ahead here. So yeah, you get in, yeah, beautifully done. They redid their bathroom in there, got like a tub with a canopy around it. You've got a nice, they just did redid the glass shower in there as well. So, and then you skip ahead and yeah, there's this storage closet that conveys, and you also get an assigned parking spot. So love to see it. 513 Mirasol Circle. Unit 203 is being rented, so it's move-in ready now, available, and that's being for $2,550 a month. Offers quite a lot of lifestyle and luxury. So now let's just jump into the resale market. We always like to take this opportunity on the Monday show to just show you what went on the market new, what pended, what sold in Celebration, Florida. And this is actually the first week that I've seen in a long time where the new actives on the market outnumber the solds. So yeah, maybe just a little bit of a shift for just this moment in the summer. But we've got 8 actives this last 7 days, 3 pended, and 5 solds. So as many actives as pended and sold put together. So let's just take a look here. Let's start at the most economic budget scale. So you can actually get 2-bedroom living for under $300,000 that just hit the market today. That is great to see. So that's 720 Celebration Avenue in the downtown Celebration, near where right by where Market Street is. 2-bed, 2.5 bath for 1,360 square feet. This is $299. So yeah, just kind of take a peek here. You probably recognize some of that from your walk. And if you're going downtown, love to see that in-unit laundry. Fun treatment on the walls there. Yeah, nice light interior. Good to see it. So that is getting into the entry level. And then, yep, same downtown Celebration in the past week, another condo, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. That's 640 square feet, just listed for $305,000. So let's just take a peek at the comparison there. Okay, yeah, kind of a warmer interior there, making a lot of use of the square footage. Updated bathrooms you'll love to see. Balcony space that looks toward downtown. You probably had good eyes on that Christmas in July event that we were just talking about. And of course, they're showcasing the downtown location premium. And let me just check. They had it furnished. They're not mentioning anything about furnished. Okay. So yeah, I mean, a 2-bedroom for $300,000, a 1-bedroom for $300,000. I guess it just depends on if you want to be on Market Street itself or just right close by. And then moving over to the townhouse side of things, you've got 1037 Old Blush Road in Celebration. So that is 2-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,440 square feet. Now these are like, they have condo associations, but they are built to look and feel like single family homes. That's kind of the deal with the townhouse. They maintain the exterior for you for your dues. But yeah, this one has been beautifully renovated inside as well. Wow, that has a great feel to it. Lovely townhome. Yep, laundry room. I love they got that. Yeah, big bedrooms, lovely bathrooms. Perfect. So yeah, for $450,000, you can get the townhome with more square footage, 2-bed, 2.5 bath. And then in the Georgetown area, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. You can get for just a little bit more, $460,000 for 2,100 square feet. Let's take a picture. Let's take a look at 310 Grand Magnolia. This looks like a corner unit, which is great. People just love to, not have anyone sandwiched next to you on that side, so that get a little more privacy, a little less neighborly noise potential. Yep, I'll love to see the gold hardware has remained popular. When I got into real estate, silver hardware was still in. Then it changed. Now gold is what's cool. So all right, I mean, for 4 bedrooms, and a garage, a 2-car garage, that is a great entry level point into getting 4 bedrooms. And then a townhome with 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath also hit the market in a different part of town. That's Celebration South Village, asking $545,000, and that's even more square feet at 1,655 square feet. That also has a 2-car garage as well. So this is like the Spring Lake area of South Village. Love to see those BAF fans. I think that's what that is. And I'm not allowed to actually say what that acronym means on camera, but that's a fun company. Yeah, a beautiful, beautiful kitchen, beautiful interior. Yep. And this part of Celebration, the Spring Lake part, nice size primary bedroom as well. Let's just get a little peek at that primary bathroom. These were built newer, so like the 2014, whereas some of the original townhomes in the town center, you'll see like they'll be built in like the mid to late 90s. So if you want a little bit newer construction, maybe a little less updates to have to inherit if they didn't do anything to it, that's a good part of town. Almost through with the actives, but we do have one that just came on the market this week in the Carlisle residence of downtown Celebration. For 2-bed, 2 full bath, 1,681 square feet. We're at $599,000. Let's take a peek. The second floor. Yep, lovely interior, lovely foyer area. Yeah, very elegant, elegantly staged. Absolutely. Beautiful lifestyle. Yep, the Carlisle is exceptionally built. They were like block construction homes all the way up. And that also does convey with the 1-car garage. Let's just see. Were there any? So another townhouse. Were there any single-family homes that hit the market this week? There was one single-family home, and also pretty near to downtown. This is like the technically, yeah, West Village. It's close to the closest one to Main Village. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home at 2,300 square feet for $895,000. Okay, well, I will tell you that 600 Can Place has some front yard space that's fenced in, front porch space, beautiful crepe myrtle tree right off the top, and it looks like this lot is beautiful. A lot of open fenced in backyard space, as well as backing against conservation. That is a good home. I mean, so you could see that, yeah, it has a more like Mediterranean interior with how it looks, but these are still very nice finishes. Nice laundry that I'm seeing there. Beautiful primary bedroom, bathroom. So yeah, that's great for, I mean, for getting all of that for in the still being in the 800s. That's maybe something to give us a call about. Yeah, 388 per square feet. Yeah, absolutely. So let's throw it over to the pendings now. What actually got a contract this week? So there were 3. 1411 Celebration Avenue, Unit 309. And this is actually my listing. So happy to be able to report that, you know, someone came and we were able to get something under contract for our awesome sellers. So real happy to get that done. Yeah, beautiful Artisan Park. A lot of people will only consider Artisan Park because of its privacy, and it has access to the exclusive clubhouse. So, you know, the list price here was $340. Of course, we will report what it sold for once it gets to the closing. We just stay tuned. Also, yeah, Island Village, the new construction area of Celebration, got a townhouse that pended this week. You know, so that's good. Congratulations to Mattamy Homes for expanding Celebration and adding beautiful homes to that. There are new construction opportunities you can buy for 2026 builds. Still, I'll have that opportunity there. I think they're going to keep building in Island Village for the next 3 or 4 years at least. So yeah, there will be more opportunities to buy in the town that was founded by Disney. And the other pending is another one of our listings. Me and Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, we're super pleased to have this awesome Carlisle condo, 650 Campus Street, Unit 204, get under contract in just 2 days. It is a beautiful home. I think that when you see 3 bedrooms all on one floor with this block construction, you get inside, of course, and you see it's been renovated like no other Carlisle in Celebration. Truly exceptional home. There was a lot of people that had interest in this one, and we were, you know, of course, at the end of the day, just one person has to get the contract. But yeah, very pleased to be able to show you guys that we mean business. We get contracts. Now let's just throw it over to the solds for this week. What actually got to the closing table and finished it up. So congratulations on the most economic side of things. So the best priced one that sold, 1400 Celebration Avenue, Unit 406. That's an Artisan Park condo, 2-bed, 2-bath, and it sold for $352,500. That price per square foot is 257. So okay, good on a Artisan Park condo. Let's take a peek inside of it. Okay, yeah, look nice. The floors were done in there, and of course it has the nice balcony. And Artisan Park does come with a 1-car garage. Moving on to the next one. This is one of the cozy sized single family homes in Celebration. So in like the North Village area, and so I think some of them even exist in Main Village as well. You have a chance to get everything on one floor. Kind of has like a condo's square footage, but it is single family. So 169 Longview Avenue, 2-bed, 2 full bath, single family home, actually secured a price for $594,900. So under $600,000, you can still get a single family home in Celebration, Florida, depending on the floor plan. Congratulations. A lot of action in the Carlisle as well. 630 Unit 305 sold for 630 Campus Street. This is a beautiful one as well. Congratulations to the listing agent, our good friend Tony Davids, and we actually, Kim Hawk brought the buyer on this one. So big congratulations to the fairy godmother of real estate for getting even more going on. That did sell for $660,000 for a 3-bedroom. That one was a 2-story Carlisle condo, not the one that was all on 1 floor. On the single-family home side of things, we'll move on to 907 Paw Stand Road. That's South Village Celebration. So single-family with 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,234 square feet. Secured the deal for $760,000 and $340 price per square foot. Take a little peek at what that house looked like. I like the trees in the front. Paw Stand's a nice little private street tucked away. Oh, I see. They only had 1 listing photo. Sometimes a seller will do that, or a new buyer will request that. They'll say, okay, now that it's sold, please remove the listing photos from public records. Some people just don't want others to know what the inside of the house looked like. And I get it. And then, of course, the most expensive home that actually sold this week, got to the closing table, was a new construction build in Island Village, 1854 Seashore Circle. A lot of those Island Village homes have an island and tropical theme to their names, like Beach Terrace and such. So yeah, that was a new construction home, 3-bed, 2.5 for $799. So you can get new construction in Celebration at this time for under $800,000, and that's just under 2,000 square feet. So cool to see. Cool to see that. Do they have any pictures, or is it all just? Yeah, it's all just kind of renderings when it comes to the new construction. But that's cool. Basically, that's our market roundup for Celebration, Florida. Just want to remind you, of course, we all have our real estate license on Near Disney, and of course, you can work with me. I get you into homes like this, and not just Celebration, but the whole 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle. We specialize in Central Florida. We know a lot of those neighborhoods, but our office is anchored in Celebration, and a lot of the people on our team do actually live in Celebration. So we love to work here. We love to get to know our neighbors and welcome in new ones. So you can always give me a call, Elijah Lewis, 407-922-0587. And please hit the like button and subscribe. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything that's happening with Celebration. And of course, on the Wednesday show, we cover the larger market update for Florida and Central Florida, and what's going on with just the events as well as the real estate market in a broader radius. So with that, I'll throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out and wish you guys a blessed Monday night. Take care.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place.